Urgent Chiefs Kingdom fan, look at what just happened. Nobody saw this coming, huh? But first, make sure to subscribe to the channel because we bring you daily videos with the latest Chiefs Kingdom news, and don't forget to turn on notifications so you don't miss anything. Chiefs hope for another Trey Smith miracle with Josh Simmons' draft pick. The pick is in, and Patrick Mahomes has to be thrilled because the Kansas City Chiefs have used their first-round selection at number 32 overall to bolster the offensive tackle position with the selection of Ohio State lineman Josh Simmons. The Chiefs were originally slotted at number 31 overall as the losing team in Super Bowl likes, but they pulled off a quick swap with the Philadelphia Eagles to move back to number 32, a more familiar spot for general manager Brett Veach, in order to pick up an extra pick on day 3. The Chiefs have been linked to Simmons for most of the pre-draft season as a high-ceiling tackle who was dealing with some significant issues that forced him to drop much farther down draft boards than expected given his production and talent. The Chiefs are hoping for another offensive line hit after taking another medical risk up front. The Chiefs have gone Allen on offensive tackle this offseason in an attempt to keep Mahomes upright and healthy after cycling through 4 different starters at left tackle, from Kingsley Suamataia to Wanya Morris and DJ Humphries to Joe Thuney. The Chiefs have already attempted to address the issues at tackle by signing Jalon Moore in free agency, but he only signed a 2-year deal and nothing is guaranteed there considering Moore has never been given a starting role before. Moore came to the Chiefs after backing up Trent Williams in San Francisco. Simmons comes to the Chiefs as a potentially elite left tackle, something the team would have never been in range to get in any draft class. Yet they're also taking the risk that comes with his return from a patellar tendon injury last season. Simmons' medical checkups have been a major talking point, but the Chiefs have clearly done their homework and feel comfortable with the pick. It's telling that many tackle-needy teams went in another direction, including the Washington Commanders, taking Josh Connerly shortly before the Chiefs picked, but Kansas City has been right on things before. Trey Smith stands as a great example of how the Chiefs rolled the dice on a medical concern and reaped the rewards. At 65, 317 lbs, Simmons comes from a championship program as a longside blindside protector with 31 career starts split between the left and right side. If healthy, the Chiefs landed a blue-chip player at the tail end of the draft. Here's a complete list of the Chiefs' remaining picks in the 2025 NFL Draft. Round 2, number 63 overall. Round 3, number 66 overall. Round 3, number 95 overall. Round 4, number 133 overall. Round 5, number 164 overall. Round 7, number 226 overall. Round 7, number 251 overall. Round 7, number 256 overall. Pausing this news just to say that if you want YouTube to keep recommending the latest Chiefs Kingdom news to you, it's very important that you leave a like on this video. Thanks. Now let's get back to the news. Chiefs could give Patrick Mahomes 94 MVWR through blockbuster trade. The Kansas City Chiefs wide receiver room was a mess last season. They tried making a trade to fix it, but to little avail. However, they could make a big splash to add a budding superstar to their offense. An anonymous general manager recently told NFL insider Jordan Schultz that Pittsburgh Steelers wide receiver George Pickens is more available than people think. He also noted that there are multiple teams interested in acquiring him. Fansided's Joe Summers proposed this trade for the Chiefs to acquire him. Chiefs receive George Pickens and 229th overall pick. Steelers receive 133rd overall pick and 226th overall pick in 3 seasons. With some of the NFL's worst quarterback play, Pickens has caught 174 of 293 targets for 2,141 yards and 12 TDs, wrote Summer. He routinely makes circus catches and is only 24 years old, so it's fair to think he might mature in a more stable environment under Andy Reid alongside Patrick Mahomes. Pickens was a 1,000-yard receiver in 2023 and had 900 yards last season. His character and antics are a slight concern, but Reid has built a reputation for working with players like that. Last season, Rashee Rice was off to a great start before his season-ending injury. Xavier Worthy broke out to end the season, including a stellar outing in the Super Bowl. The Chiefs also resigned Marquise Hollywood Brown. Those moves might be enough to make up for their receiver woes from a year ago. However, Pickens could become a bona fide superstar with Mahomes throwing him the ball. He is going into the final year of his deal, and SpotRack projects him to sign a 4-year, $94 million deal in free agency. The Steelers may be hesitant to pay him after giving DK Metcalf a $150 million extension. Chiefs feel they acquired top 10 talent in Josh Simmons at number 32 overall. Had Simmons never been injured, the Chiefs would have been in no position to select him. After 4 seasons of shuffling options at the left tackle position, the Kansas City Chiefs finally feel that they have found their answer for years to come. On Thursday night, after a one-spot trade-back with the Philadelphia Eagles, the Chiefs selected Ohio State left tackle Joshua Simmons with the number 32 overall pick of the 2025 NFL Draft. Many draft pundits wondered how far Simmons would fall in the draft given the torn patellar injury he suffered in a game against the Oregon Ducks on October 12th. Those same pundits agreed almost universally that without that injury, Kansas City would have been in no position to select him, as he would have gone in the top 10 selections, completing the medical due diligence. So with that in mind, the Chiefs personnel and medical staff got to work, meeting with him at the NFL Scouting Combine in March. Early on, we got back from the Combine. Everyone knew of the patella tendon injury, said General Manager Brett Veach. Speaking to local media members after round 1, those injuries are obviously serious and they're a 6 to 7 month recovery, and I do remember early on head athletic trainer and vice president Rick Burkholder saying, this knee looks really good. You got a really good surgery and really like the way it looks. And I said, would it help if we brought him in a few weeks later just to get an update on that? He said, absolutely. We did that, and he said, yeah, it looks great. The Chiefs invited Simmons for a top 30 visit, where he established a relationship with offensive line coach Andy Heck. Kansas City also held multiple Zoom calls throughout the process to test his football IQ. While Simmons intrigued many teams, he said that nobody showed more attention than Kansas City. A lot of teams were interested, but nothing like the Chiefs, said Simmons on a Zoom call with reporters. There were teams reaching out a couple of days before, a few asked for my phone number the day before. But yeah, I had a Zoom meeting with the Chiefs and stuff like that. Nobody else really showed as much, at least to my knowledge, as much interest as the Kansas City Chiefs. After the injury in October and knowing he would be a highly sought-after prospect, Simmons underwent surgery, quickly creating a detailed rehabilitation plan with renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. Neil Elatrake, who is based in Los Angeles. We knew what it was and the type of attention it was going to need, said Simmons. It's a lot of eccentric work, getting that joint stiff, getting that range of motion. That all has to be attacked really, really early, so you can kind of have that downhill snowball effect of getting your explosiveness back, whether that's with squats, single leg stuff, running. Obviously you're going to do kinetic chain. You have to do all that stuff early, that way you can do a lot more in a lot shorter time. On track for training camp fast forward 6 months, and Simmons says that his knee is already to the point where he is capable of squatting heavy weights and running sled drills. The Chiefs plan to be cautious with Simmons during rookie minicamp and organize team activities, OTAs, but hold firm belief that he will be ready when training camp opens. Still, Simmons knows the work to meet that deadline is far from over. I still have to haul ass in recovery, and again, like I said, I'm at the Kansas City Chiefs, so there's no time to take breaths. If anything, it's where you gotta start forming it more than you ever have. So it'll take a couple of days to just kind of take in that process and get that behind me, but then right after that, you're going into a really, really, really good football club. Barring health issues, KC has secured its left tackle of the future because the Chiefs have reached 7 straight AFC title games. They draft near the bottom of round 1 every single year, hardly ideal for landing a homegrown left tackle. It was one of those things where it was obviously a need. These guys are hard to get, and we talk about it all the time, added Veach. Left tackles don't typically become free when free agency starts, and sometimes it takes one of these scenarios, an injury or something out of the ordinary for a guy like this to fall. Veach added that, in a backward way, Simmons' misfortune is the only thing that allowed the Chiefs to acquire a player of his talent level. I think we only had 14 or 15 first-round guys, revealed Veach. He was in that weird landing space because, prior to the injury, he would have been in that number count. But there was a little, okay, there is going to be a rehab process there. But he was certainly a guy that made sense for us. Without really saying anything, the 2-time NFL MVP said everything. As best player in the game, noted Veach of Mahomes. When Pat is upright, we have some talented weapons, and we're obviously excited about Hollywood Brown and Rashee Rice and Xavier Worthy. We've just got to keep him in a groove and keep him clean. He's our most valuable possession. Kansas City has its left tackle of the future, and based on its medical checks, perhaps even its left tackle of the right now. Watching offensive linemen in St. Joseph just got way more interesting. And now, Chiefs fan, I want to hear from you. What's your opinion on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I don't know if you know this, but your opinion matters a lot. For Chiefs, I'll be back any moment with more Chiefs Kingdom news.